Hi guys, welcome to another WAYWARD Wednesday. Oops, I guess I'm interrupting the previously scheduled program. See you after the intro. Hi guys, I know that I have basically become a booktuber. I've been talking about books, which is my passion, and I have been using my WAYWARD Wednesdays to further our sharing of amazing literature. However, today I want to take a little break from BookTube, and I just want to do a little health update. I'm not sure if you saw the video that I did last year, but I know that I have been, most of my subscribers are new. They weren't previously with me, but it's October, and October brings some of my favorite things: Halloween, the love of horror, and fall. But it's also a very important month to bring awareness to both breast cancer and Down syndrome. So I'm a breast cancer survivor, so I'll be talking about my journey with my health. If this is a trigger for you, I am so sorry. I deeply apologize. You can come back on Friday if you want to hear about books, but you've been interested to know how my battle has been going and what's happened health-wise for me in the past year since my update. Welcome and thank you. I'll start by making a plea. You have no idea how important the self-touch exam and your yearly breast health checkup is. You are never young enough. You are never immune. It can happen to anyone with no rhyme or reason, like it happened to me. And you might not live somewhere where preventive care is a thing, but you do have the right to advocate for yourself. So I would love to ask you and invite you to book either a mammogram or a doctor's appointment to check everything in the month of October, any way between now and the 31st. And if you do that, I'll read a book that you recommend, even if it's outside of my comfort zone. As long as I can find it on my library or Hoopla or Scribd, you can give me a book and I'll read, and then I'll do a wrap up for all of the ones. So I will exchange my time for yours. It is really important. And again, if you want to know how I found out I had breast cancer, you can check the video. I don't want to be too repetitive. And I'm speaking from the heart. There's no... Probably I won't edit this because I don't want to hear it again. But also, I'll just speak from the heart. So again, welcome, Maria. But I'll try to be succinct. Since I last done an update, a lot of things happened. So now I'm receiving care in Canada, which is much different than the care in Brazil. So along with that, I have talked to my oncologist. I was on a drug which was a very expensive injection that is not covered, by the way. Like in Canada, medication is not covered, called Goserelin. Zoladex is the brand name of the one I took, and that was creating havoc in my body. I couldn't deal with the side effects. It increased my depression. My mood was all over the place going into it. And I would have to probably be on it for a long time, or possibly even into my 50s, because you don't know when menopause comes. My cancer was basically, I think a simple way of saying is fed not only on estrogen but also progesterone. So hormones are not my friends. We decided, my oncologist and I decided, and I asked her to make it happen, that the best case would be for me to remove my ovaries. And since I'm removing my ovaries, I also suffer from endometriosis. I just wanted a full hysterectomy. At the point, I wanted a full hysterectomy I'm about to get raw here, for many reasons. The main reason is I needed it to move on, because since I've had cancer and it was highly responsive to hormones, and I was on hormones blockers, and that would have happened at least until 45, possibly more, I could never have kids again. And that was something that was really in the back of my mind. I love Jesse. He's everything I could have hoped for as a loin fruit or spawn, whatever you want to call it. But there's always a part of me that wanted a bigger family. And since I have to remove my ovaries and that would be the end, really, I needed my uterus gone. I can't explain why. I just needed it gone for me to move on. And I don't know if I made it clear. I was removing my ovaries to replace that injection that was nasty with its side effects. And also, but I still have to be on it because blocking the hormones is the best chance I have of non-reoccurrence at the moment. I'll finish this and then go back to the at the moment. So I was referred to a gynecologist. It took about from November 2019. That's when I decided I was referred. I didn't see the gynecologist until August, like the last day of July 2020. I met this very nice doctor, but after my sonogram, they realized how big and bad my endometriosis was. So she would rather refer me to another gynecologist, obstetrician, who specializes in laparoscopic surgery in the removal of the ovaries, and if came to that, to the removal of my uterus. So she was on board with my hysterectomy once I met him. He was not. He wanted to remove just the ovaries. Because why? Let's remove the ovary 6 months after that. If you're still suffering, your pain and you're still bleeding and, the endometriosis continues to get bad, then we can talk about another surgery and have the hysterectomy then, like remove the uterus. It's like, Okay, so I'm not someone who really likes confrontation. So I was really anxious about that because I really wanted a full hysterectomy. It's a surgery. I'm already under, so why put me through it twice? I know my body. He decided he knew best. Right before the surgery, it was scheduled at that point for May 2021. No, it was scheduled for December 2020. Because of COVID, it was canceled. It was postponed to May 2021. Between those two dates, I had a MRI because they wanted to see how bad the endometriosis was because I was pushing for the surgery. At the point, they said, oh, it's pretty bad. My uterus was attached to my colon, and at the point, he used that as an excuse, saying, see, maybe I won't do a hysterectomy after all because there's a risk I might pierce and cut part of the colon that I don't want to because it looks like they're like... I was like, well, okay. So he brought in this doctor, I forgot his specialty. I'll put it here if I remember. But just in case something happened to my colon, he could step in and do the surgery. I was fine with that. I still wanted a full hysterectomy, but up to the moment I went into the room and I got under, my doctor still only wanted to do my ovary removal. I begged and I begged, please do a hysterectomy, it's my body. But he still decided it would be his decision. But joke is on him because my body told him what I wanted. Because when he opened me and he was there, my uterus was attached to my colon, but both of my ovaries were stuck right between them. So to remove the ovaries, which was the point, he had to give me a full hysterectomy. So that's it. Life without hormones suck. I feel like I'm getting older. My moods are all over the place. I have to take care of my bones. I never thought I would say this, but I really miss my period. Am I happy about having a hysterectomy? Well, I don't want to have breast cancer again or any cancer. So I'm happy my chances have slightly decreased because I'm still kind of high risk because I had cancer so young. Well, young for cancer's sake. Whatever. I don't know. Like, if you asked my opinion, I wouldn't recommend a hysterectomy to anyone that doesn't have to get one. The side effects of not having your body producing hormones, are not the best. You know, if you just don't want to have, I don't know. Your body, your choice, but I'm just here sharing mine. If I could have not, I don't know. If I didn't have to, I don't think I would have done a hysterectomy, even if I didn't want to have kids anymore. It's not fun on your body, and you don't realize how much of a balance hormones bring to your body when, they're not dangerous like they are for me. This is here, no there. You do you. I've done that. Do I regret it? No, I'm still dealing with the side effects, but it's fine. On that note, I had... Hi, it's future me here. I have a feeling that I'm going to make myself clear. I am in no way, shape, or form trying to tell you what to do with your body or judge people that have gone for hysterectomies for whatever reason they want. I'm just sharing that... more than anything, the removal of the ovaries, so I guess a partial hysterectomy or removal of uterus wouldn't have this effect, but not having hormone-producing organs in your body does create some havoc, and it has its own set of side effects. I was just trying to share my experience and what I would recommend or candidly tell someone that I am close to that might have been considering hysterectomy for, whatever reason that was not medically necessary. Again, it is their right. And please, I hope you didn't think that I was trying to be pushy or preachy. I'm just trying to share my opinion and not finding the right words. Sorry. I had my mammogram done in April, so yay, still cancer free. Things are good for now. I have to go for bone density exams every year to 18 months because without hormones in my body, my bones will decay faster. So I have to keep an eye on that. But so far, so good. I got the base done. I go back next year to see at what rate is deteriorating, if any. So, cancer-free. Endometriosis free. Paying for the side effects, but it's good. So that's all good news. I also got... I fought for it and I got OHIP, which I live in Ontario, so that's our health system, to cover my genetic testing. because I don't really know my family history, but this is personal to one of my parents as much as it is for me. But anyway, because I don't know my history, because I had cancer so young without any reason or warning, and because of the nature of the cancer, I qualified for free genetic testing. I've done that test, and I really wanted to do it because if it was genetic, it's something that I could have passed to my son, and I wanted him to be aware of that. I was scared. That took like 5 months. But when the results came in, it was good and it was bad. It was good because all of the markers I tested, I don't have the genes for. So that's good because it's nothing that I passed to Jesse, that I got from my ancestors. And it's also not being genetic. It means that I don't have to rush and get a double mastectomy just to prevent it. However, the person that I talked to also said this is also bad because we don't know what caused your cancer. So it can still come back at any time because it's not something they could have tested for and predicted. Whatever. So this is it. I'm good. At least I know Jesse doesn't have a higher chance of having cancer, and that's all I can hope for as a mom. I am doing whatever I can to make sure that I continue to be healthy and here with him. So overall, even though I've had ups and downs and I'm complaining about some of the things, I'm happy. I'm happy, I'm healthy. So I would say since the start of my journey, I have 3 cancer, 0. So I'm still winning. Or 2 years remissions to 0. Whatever it is, I'm still winning and I'm happy about that. So I like to bring awareness because it's so important and it's so easily preventable. And the earlier you can get diagnosed, the better your prognostic is gonna be. So hopefully you make a choice this October to take care of yourself. And since we're talking about awareness, another thing that I'm very passionate for is advocating for children and for people, and I'm advocating for inclusion. So October for, I think, most of the world, except for the United States, that does it in April, is Down Syndrome Awareness Month. I just want to invite you to be inclusive and to think about others like you think about yourself, and to realize that a gene or a condition does not define anyone. And get to know the people that are not like you for who they are. You're gonna grow as a person, they're gonna grow as people as well. And on that note, I've been following on Instagram. They also blog and they have other social media. The Sanchez 6, which is a very Down syndrome positive. Okay, I'm not gonna get up. The light is out. Boom. But it's a very Down syndrome positive family. They have this amazing girl. She's 11-year-old. She's a model. She is so cute. So it would be, lovely if you guys could go and follow them on Instagram as well, and just look for more inclusion and diversity on all of your... Okay, now I have to fix that. Anyway, I just want to invite you to follow them, do a soul searching to see how inclusive you are, how aware you are of the things that go around you and of people who are not like you, and make a choice to educate yourself. And hopefully you can also reevaluate your social media presence and see how inclusive or not you are being in them. There's a lot of ways that you can do to advocate, and you will, again, grow as a person. That's all I had for today. Sorry if it was pretty scattered, but I just wanted to do this yearly checkup. I'll come back with books on Friday. I'll ease this off. On Friday, I'm gonna review 2 books as a rant rave because there's some... Not all representation is good representation. Let's put it that way. So if you're gonna put diverse character in your book, you should do your research and you should not go for stereotypes. So I have 2 books that I can think of. My rant is gonna be about cancer representation in a book that is absolutely atrocious. And my rave is gonna be for one of my favorite books ever. They're both thrillers. And that book is like an amazing, heartwarming, true to life, empowering representation of a character with Down syndrome. So if you want to check the review, go. And after that, I'll just go back to my thrillers and horror and everything. But I just thought that these things do mean a lot to me and I wanted to share with you in the month of October. So thank you as always, and more than ever, please be the hummingbird. Bye.